Well, good morning here on Saturday morning, July 17th, about 7:30 in the morning. We're just up here south of Rifle, heading over to Colbran, Colorado on the WR250. And this is the first camping trip I've done with the little bike, and it's come out pretty good. So I'm just heating up some coffee now on the little burner, and gonna sit down and relax and have the coffee. And it's been a little while since I've been out on a trip, on a camping trip. Since May, we did the KLR down to Bisbee, Arizona. But on this trip, I just really wanted to get out and go to Grand Mesa and do some fishing. I brought my little brook fishing pole with me and some old stuff, and I just want to do like I did when I was a young kid up there and fish some of the creeks. So that's kind of what we're doing on this trip. We're going to camp out again tonight. We'll be up on the mesa tonight. I'm thinking probably somewhere around Bonita Creek and Cedar Mesa Reservoir, somewhere in that area. But that's the deal. This is a nice spot. I wanted to show you guys here before we leave camp. I wanted to tell you a little bit about packing for the Yamaha WR250R, what I do. Now we're going to talk more on the helmet cam about the Giant Loop saddlebags, but I wanted to show you before I put my 60-liter duffel bag on. I've got this 1/2-inch cutting board plate that I ordered from Amazon, and I bolted that down to I have another part called, it's a little tusk backpacker plate, or whatever you want to call it, on the back of the bike. So you're gonna have to get yourself a little plate on the back, what have you. But if you want to mount one of these 1/2-inch cutting boards on your bike, and then on top of that I went ahead and put the Rotopack. So I've got the 1 gallon as well as the 2. Now on top of this here, I've also cut out sections where I can put straps to tie down my duffel bag or what have you. Now another thing I do with the Giant Loop is I'm going to want to pull these back as much as I can so I have plenty of leg room to swing onto the bike. It's one thing that's a little hard to get used to, but let me show you here. This is the plate here. Then we'll go ahead and mount the 60-liter duffel bag. Okay, so now I went ahead and mounted the 60-liter duffel bag onto the plate here. I've just got 4 straps that buckle up that comes with the duffel bag itself, and it works out really well along with the little chair that I carry. So that there's the how I pack a WR250, and notice I allow some leg room there. I try to push everything as far back on the bike. Make sure you got no straps hanging down for your ride before you leave. Everything's tight. And a lot of times what I'll do with the kickstand here, when I park my bike, I'll put just a flat stick or a flat rock on that kickstand. So a lot of times when I'm rocking around with these bags, mounting them, the bike doesn't fall over. So that's what I wanted to show you, but we'll talk more about the Giant Loop with the helmet cam going up the road. Okay, we're pretty much on the road here. I have to get the GPS set up. Okay. So we're on the road, just heading to Colbran. And I just pulled out of my camping spot. And if you guys are coming up from Rifle on the old road here, where I camped is just about when you get to the forest, the White River National Forest. You just go on up the hill until the power lines cross the road, and that's where the big meadow is, where I set up my camp last night. It was pretty nice. I liked it. So to move on a little bit about the new luggage that I've got, the Giant Loop Coyote. When I first put it on the bike the other day, I didn't like what I saw as far as setting stuff up in the saddlebags themselves. I mean, you've got to be a real master packer to use the Coyote bag, because there's not a whole lot of room. As far as mine is, I'll put a 1-pint plastic bottle of water on each side of the bags to start off, because there's a little space that your bag's just not going to be able to fit stuff into, other than like a water bottle or something small like that. But I put a 1-pint bottle for reserve water in each bag at the very bottom to start off with. And then from there I pack all my clothes on one side, and then on the other side I have my camp stove and food in the other saddlebag. So you got to make sure you use every square inch of the bag, and you got to be really good at packing your stuff with the Coyote. And then where you get the additional space is probably in the middle of the bag. You can put, I put soft stuff there in the middle. I've got like my drone and anything that's soft to pack there. But keep in mind, since I'm not really a limber person, I have to keep the middle area of the Coyote small so I can swing my leg over to get on the WR. Some people are really limber, can just jump right onto a WR250, and I still have issues with that, a lot of issues. So that's where the Coyote's at. It's a very well made bag, no doubt about that. I like how it's constructed. There's nothing cheap on it. The quality control on mine are 100% perfect. Everything's sewn right and looks really good, but it just takes a little while to get used to. I'm liking them a lot more today than I did a couple days ago when I was getting the pack set up. I wasn't very happy, but now that I'm getting acquainted with the Coyote bag, it's better. I like what I have. And along with that, I pack a 60-liter duffel bag on the back that I got from Revzilla. They're around $125 or whatever, but don't bother with the 35-liter or the 30-liter. Put a 60 on the back of your bike. You'll be happy, and you'll honor the advice that I'm giving you, because it gives you enough stuff to pack on the back that's not going to fit on the Coyote bag very well. So with the Coyote saddlebag and the 60-liter duffel bag, you're pretty much set to take all your gear on a long ride, like if you're doing the Trans-America Trail or what have you, or you know, like what I'm doing today. I just kind of tested all my gear, and it took me some time earlier today to get my Coyote saddlebags adjusted on the motorcycle. They're a little crooked from yesterday, but that's what I have. So I like the bags, but you got to be really, you got to study your bags quite a bit to pack them. You just got to do that. So that's the way the Coyote bag works. Now you could go with the size larger. Forget what they call that. I don't know, but they Giant Loop's got a size larger. It might work better for you. I don't know, but I wanted something compact, so I got that. And you've just got to be really good at how you pack. So that's kind of the scenery, just going up through the Devils, whatever you call it here, in the oak brush. And we're headed west for Colbran, Colorado. Yeah, we're coming up on the Grand Mesa National Forest here. Well, we just got on the pavement here on Highway 230, headed for Colbran. So I got a few miles of dirt there, a bunch of washboards, but you know, nothing more than the average dirt road. But here we are, just kind of heading toward Colbran here. Look at the country. I wanted to show you guys some of that ranch country down there. Here we're in the Plateau Valley, and don't seem like they got quite the drought that we do in Routt County. And pastures are really green down here. The irrigation looks like it's doing well. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of that. It's pretty out. This 230 is a pretty little road to ride, about 35 miles an hour. Enjoying the countryside. This is my kind of riding right here. Nice and relaxing. Well, we're in downtown Colbran. Nice little main street here. Little grocery store, cafe. It's open. I think we'll go grab some breakfast, huh? Colbran Cafe. I just took a shot of a big glass of water and a big glass of iced tea that I got. I'm pretty hot. The nice thing about motorbiking, when you're out in the hot weather, you come into a nice cool cafe and order a nice lunch. So what I'm doing now, just taking a break and going to drink a lot of fluids, fill up my Camelback with water and ice, and then show you the town of Colbran a little bit. Yeah, we're just climbing a mesa here. Right when we hit the forest fence, we'll have dirt. Pretty area here. Big valley. Well, this lake here is looking pretty low, and I think we're planning on fishing a creek. There's some fish jumping down there. But boy, is it low. You need your bobber fishing that. So yeah, it's pretty mountain up here, a lot of water. I'm getting a few drops of rain. If anywhere you're going to get rained on is up on this mountain, that's for sure. But it's pretty. Yeah guys, I just can't tell you how pretty it is up here. You know, you got to bring your toys up and come up here. It's just a gorgeous area. We got our road coming up here, Surface Creek Road. And that's what we're going to turn right here. And we're going to head down this a little bit. And our creek should be somewheres down here. But yeah, this is Grand Mesa, Mesa County. All green, plenty of lakes. I don't know what the mosquito count is, but maybe not too bad right now. You can see I'm setting up my tent here. It's going to be really relaxing. The fifth wheels, they kind of get the parking lots and stuff. We'll just get us a nice secluded little area. I think that's Trickle Park Reservoir down there. I fished that before with my little boat years ago. Yeah, we're on Surface Creek Road right now. Just take in the beauty up down here. How lush and green it is. This is a pretty good road. Well, I grew up on it as a little kid, but you can ride dual sports, venture bikes on down to Cedar Edge from here if you want to. It's a real pretty road. I like it. I'm going to find me a place down here, I think by Cedar Mesa Reservoir, and try to hit Bonita Creek. See what kind of fish I can yank out of there. So I'll probably come up later in the year with my four-wheeler. I'll bring my toy hauler up here and do a lot of fishing with the Grizzly. Hit a lot of the spots. When there's nobody up here on a weekday, get the ideal camp spot. But yeah, I'll share these trees with you here. Hopefully it looks as good on the GoPro as it does riding. This is one of my reserve water bottles, a little pint bottle, Nalgene, carry on the bike. So before I leave, I'll have to replace the water in this. I always carry 2 pints on the bike reserve, but these things are so perfect for all this stuff. Emergency, it's just the right size for drinking. So I'll just replace that water before I leave. It'll be good. We'll just let that sit a bit. Spaghetti probably about sit 15 minutes. We'll be ready to eat. Well, I'm just getting set down for supper here. Feels like mosquitoes bit my little toes a bit on my sandals, so I had to spray some extra skeeter dope on there. But I'm glad I could bring you guys along the camping trip. I've been wanting to come up here for a while and do that fishing that I wanted to do on Surface Creek there and just come up on the mesa. I want to do it. Deb's going to be having some surgery on her shoulder next week, so I'm going to be hanging out helping her out for a while. So I got in a motorcycle trip, kind of my last call for motorcycle camping before surgery. So, but other than that, I didn't catch any fish today. It was a hard climb up that creek. I was over boulders. I busted my ass one time, you know, wearing the backpacks. I just slid down the hill. And I sweated a lot and drank a lot of water out of that camel pack. I think the camel pack is one of the most important tools to have with you in your pack there, because I've just been drinking water all day. So, but anyways, we'll have a good night's sleeping tonight. We'll get up and have our coffee in the morning again and do it all over. I think we're going to head out toward Land's End on Grand Mesa and film some of that. We might even send a drone up on that one. We'll see how it goes. And from there, we'll probably be just heading home, calling it a day and heading home and putting the bike away and cleaning up and all that. So it'll be getting dark here before too long, and we'll probably catch you guys in the morning. I'm going to work on my mountain house here. I didn't get my fish. I wanted to fry the fish in the pan tonight and couldn't do it. No fish. But well, way it goes. Another time. So. Beautiful country, isn't it? I came up here with my WR just to come up and fish this creek. I haven't done it since I was like maybe 13 years old, 14 years old, 61 now. But I wanted to come up here and do it again. I don't have the grasshoppers or the worms with me, but make do with power bait, salmon eggs. Well, good morning. I wanted to give you guys a tip here this morning. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here on Grand Mesa, and it's just excellent weather. Mosquitoes and everything up here at camp, but it's been nice, repellent. But first, I wanted to give you guys a tip. Now, if you're sleeping at night and you got a light bag that you're packing on your bike, and it's just, that's what I've got, a pretty light bag. And if you get cold or chilled at night, and this is my second time I've tried this little routine, but I use a little fleece jacket. I carry this jacket in my pillowcase at night. So if I don't get cold, it just stays in the pillowcase. But if I do get chilled, I'll get this thing out of my pillowcase and I'll stick this in my sleeping bag around my torso and my chest and wrap myself around, and guess what? No more being chilled again. I mean, you warm up so nice. I mean, this fleece with this wrapped around you in your bag really, really feels good. And you won't, those chills will really go away just about instantly. So I wanted to let you know. But instead of having to carry a sleeping bag liner with you, it's extra weight, you're going to wear the jacket anyways around camp. This too can be your sleeping bag liner. Just put it in your pillowcase at night, in your sack of other. I really don't carry a pillow. I've just got some of my heavy clothes that I use as my pillow in my dry sack that I use for the pillow. Yeah. Good morning. I'm just shooting up Surface Creek Road right behind these ATVs so I don't get my ass run over. Somebody coming the other way, they'll slow them down. People coming the opposite direction. Kind of why I'm kind of sticking a little close to these guys right now. A little bit of a bumper. Beautiful day on the mesa. Beautiful day. Look how green it is. Well, we're just traveling along, kind of heading toward 65 highway, and this is in the cabin area of Grand Mesa up here. Pretty nice. I like this mountain. I think there's a whole lot more to do up here than where I live in Route County as far as water and things to do. It's a populated area of the Mesa, I guess. It's been a long time since I've ridden this road. Many years since I've been on it. Lots of cabins though. See, there's a deer right there. I don't know if you saw that in the video or not, but I'll try to clip it, get a chance and enlarge it. Comes our motorcycle friends coming the other way. Think about the motorcycle community, whether you're riding BMWs or Harleys or dual sports, we all get along pretty well together. It's a friendly group. So I love it. It's nice. Well, we're just kind of heading out to Land's End now. Showing you some country here. Still up on the flat tops of the Grand Mesa. And I see a creek down there to fish. But I don't have time today. I have to go to work tomorrow. I stepped down the hill a little bit, all the rock piles on this mesa. Actually, Grand Mesa just loves rocks. So if you plan on hiking up here or riding, you're going to deal with a lot of frickin' rocks. So I would ride my four-wheeler if it were me on some of these trails up here. I have ridden them, and yeah, it's just boulder after boulder on some of these places. But just to show you down there, you can see some of the rock piles. Beautiful mountain though, can't get enough of it. So here we are at the Land's End scenic area of Grand Mesa. I'll shoot what video I can here. Looking down toward the Grand Junction and all that dried up desert down there. It's got to be hot down there today. And there's the Land's End Road. I think I'm going to skip it today. I'd love to ride it, but I got to get my butt home this afternoon. So it's going to take me a little while to get down that road and to get through Grand Junction. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's just going to add too much time for me to get home. Anyways, there's a beautiful mountain country there. Up here I'm cool. And down there, they're roasting. And I'm going to send my butt on north from here, cut across the flat top of the mesa, right on down to Colbran, Plateau Valley, and then I might have to grab I-70 and go to Rifle. Gee whiz, interstate on a WR, that sucks, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, thanks for riding along with me, and we'll see you in the next adventure. Take care.